way. You're kind of just embracing it and finding your way through that. But with Skwiirrel, he's not the type to get nervous actually, but in a way he's playing with fire, he's playing with risk, which might play into Mook's hands, but let's be real, yeah, exactly. The perfect can play since we know what Skwiirrel wants to do, Mook knows what Skwiirrel wants to do. Why is it on stream? I think I put it in...
what did you do?
I put it in big quotations, quad stream only. Get this out of my face. Well, maybe I was too harsh with them, so maybe it is a part of revenge.
I mean, so far, the charge shot game plan has actually been doing a number on Skwiirrel.
Yeah, very well.
The charge shot kind of negating the can as well.
Good point.
And while it is blocking the charge shot away from Duck Hunt, Duck Hunt is also not making progress either.
Yeah,
and so we're kind of still mating in that regard. But you gotta keep in mind, it's not just the can that's blocking the charge shot. The gunman are doing the same, and the clay pigeon will be doing the same too. And even when you reflect the can back to Duck Hunt, it only does like a few percent, and then we just kind of go back to neutral, right? So we do like 7%, and then like nothing happens.
Yeah, we see like the first pieces of the construction, right? Because all of a sudden Skwiirrel stands in front of the can, you know, with a shield, and the moment that Mook notices that, it's like, oh yeah, I can keep charging, it's okay. I don't want to hit Duck Hunt, which is just her concept so weird, because the can is the better choice here, always.
Makes sense, makes sense. So far, if you want an answer to my question, Mook is exploring his own game plan to the max, and seeing a lot of success so far. Look at that, already 115, and now Skwiirrel's near ring kill percentages.
Again, and it's in a good spot. Yeah,
now
just
add a kill percent.
Yeah, exactly. Nice.
Up still breaking that stock in half. Muck with a great advantage here in the first stock.
Nice, wonderful. And again, moving around, I think small bet is just such a good choice especially for the first game, for both guys, but especially for Muck, I think, because this stage helps Muck to find those, you know, spoken about assets from Samus. And all of a sudden, Muck is in a rather fine spot, not too good. Skwiirrel, nice chase. No resources, however, the can is in danger. No kills yet. Going high up. Wonderful air dodge is here. Okay. Oh,
nice recovery. Makes it back, but 164 and a back throw into the can. Nice setup, just barely connecting right there. And what looked like a very solid lead for Muck is now looking like a lost game one. Not lost entirely, of course, right? But he's is on the back foot so far.
Yep, and that's the thing, because we're in a weird spot where Muck does not want to kind of prolong the game. He has to prolong the game, but if he does, then Skwiirrel will find more and more answers. Okay, wonderful downer here as a choice. Okay.
Attack gets rid of the can, but yeah, that's a whip punish. Easy, like 1, 2, 3 Skwiirrel.
Yep, now Mook has
in the driver's seat.
Choosing the lesser evil now, sandwiched between those two parts for Skwiirrel. Oh, okay, Skwiirrel, however, not finding the hit, so Mook again can play things slower. Oh yeah, we're pressing the B buttons, man, like on both sides. Like Skwiirrel especially wants to keep that shield quite healthy. Again, opting for the platform too, just to have a kind of a safety net when things go south, which I really like about Skwiirrel. And again, denying Mook even more options. Okay, wow, wonderful snipe here. Again, going back to it.
Again, countering those cans, and we can see Muck just sticking to the same game plan. He's willing to throw out charge shots until the timer is over.
Has to,
And at the end of the day, like 1 or 2 hit, and the percentage lead is back in his favor. That's what we're seeing so far. A single hit, about like 24% damage. That's huge in this matchup.
And a shootout, man. Like that kind of
it is a shootout.
It is a shootout. It's like a... In a way, it's not really Duck Hunt against Samus, it's mostly like the player against Samus, right? The one with the zap, right?
Right,
so
the gunman.
The gunman, the hunter. Like,
oh, you mean like the player? Like
the player, the
behind the NES.
Yes, sir. Like, not even Skwiirrel, like the player.
Oh my god.
It's like, it's getting deep, because we have the time to talk about it.
Technically, when you shoot the can, you can shoot it again, right?
Yeah,
so that is true.
Exactly. Now again, trading, which is okay for Duck Hunt actually, because Duck Hunt does struggle to kill a ton, but getting Samus to those kind of percentages is fine, because then even then, something like forward air or back air will kill him.
Well, if I'm Muck, I'm waiting for like another 10%, and I'm looking for like a back air, an air, an up throw maybe, even with all the rage here.
But getting the swing in is just so hard. I mean, up throw more realistic.
Yeah,
that's like, nice.
Yeah,
but good call, it's the same idea,
So now... There's a bit of a timer on Skwiirrel to get this stock.
Oh, nice.
And you can see him committing a little bit more to get it to normal get up into the can. Sam is alive.
Yes, sir. With the eye, but again, that's up. Okay.
One of the best up airs in the game. Let's be fair. A very lasting up air. Combos into itself, kills, but a run up tilt. Talking about a timer.
Talking about the timer. We actually have 2 minutes 20, so there's plenty of time to work with, honestly. And now Mook, again, finding the comfort back here. yeah, the cane was kind of bait. It was exploding anyway. So again, the already dead gunman just shooting him up again. And yeah, I agree. You know?
Yeah.
But
Percentage lead for Skwiirrel so far. It's not the most exciting game in the world.
Skwiirrel,
Yeah. Oh,
and you
2.5.
move, and you
2.5. He's doing it.
Let's get it, okay. Charge shot again, boy's getting stuffed, and you know, the can, again, being a bit more chill about it. Skwiirrel always knows he's in driver's seat, even though the percentage don't really speak for themselves. But okay, Mook again, being a bit screwed here, okay. Not really impatient, but he wants to scrap, and all of a sudden, maybe Mook tries to kind of, you know, engage into something, right? Engage into a more close quarter.
Look now at a percentage deficit, 130 on the clock, and the deficit is mounting.
Yep. Play for time, Skwiirrel. It's okay.
Nice grab, goes
Nice.
through the gunman, gets the forward air just barely at these percents. And the up tilt.
Ooh, okay,
big
wait,
damage.
good.
Hey, wait.
That was like 40, what?
Wait,
What? Wait, Book it, close it out. Hold on.
are we not going to a timeout? Muck,
Yes,
double bomb? Set
on,
up
Muck.
another one, little bro.
Has to close up here. Has to close up here. Ah, he
Ooh,
can't.
attack.
Get a play. What?
Wait, he ran into it!
What? No way! You protected one guy. I mean, he
Oh my god, the gunman betrayal.
No way. He was fading back.
Alright, well, hey.
No.
What looked like a timeout, they just decided
dash
to
here.
fight each other in the final minute.
The dash block at the end. You don't want the dash block here. I mean, I get the idea, sure, protecting the gunman, but gunman in this case, yeah.
Was protecting you!
Yeah, yes.
You were getting protected!
You have to protect the can. You have to protect the can and then mash it.
It's like, imagine you're like a regular human trying to protect Superman. Like, come on, dude, he can manage.
He's one for the people, right? But it's useless. It's futile. But,
The gunman,
oh, but the gunman.
he gets hit, he comes back. You get hit, that's game lost, bro. Come on. All right. Anyway.
But yeah, I mean, Mook will be happy about that for sure.
Yeah,
And,
Muck
like,
happy
he's
there.
gonna
That-
take that.
Again, not on my bingo card. Sam is beating Duck Hunt.
No, not at all. I mean, Skwiirrel again is C24 for a reason, but hey, yeah, he's at this point. Mook is struggling, right? Going to PS2, okay, a bit more space, a bit more.
I don't know if this is good or bad for either of them. I think they're gonna do the same thing, but just further apart. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I think like the way the platforms are structured is a
Oh.
bit different.
oh, percentage lead. Camp him. 6 more minutes. 6 more minutes.
Oh, please don't. Like, Samus has, you know, one of the best mechas in game. We might see mecha too, maybe. Come on, kill him at like, I don't know.
Oh wait, actually, he's cooking. 82 on Skwiirrel already,
Wait, he might be.
and mounting,
Okay.
and Skwiirrel just not landing
Wait, what-
anything of value.
What if
here.
Mook finds a timing where a grab might be close to guaranteed? What if he
Oh,
gets into a
true.
range where grab is...
He can grab like a gunman,
Exactly,
right? Like
exactly.
we saw before. Yeah, that's fair. But I think so
it's not
far
established yet.
he would rather just stand at a bit of a further distance.
Mm-hmm.
That said, I think that is a bad choice. You don't want to be next to the platform because then the can setups suddenly become a bit of a
Yes.
thing. And we saw him lose some of the neutral interactions just because the can goes over the platform and it fucks him up. And so this
Yep.
position behind the platform is actually exactly where Mug does
Gunman
not want
shot.
to be.
Oh, follow up, okay. Charge shot is a bit small. So, oh wow, my boy is tanking it. I mean, that charge shot has to be a bit more powerful than that.
Oh, and what looked like an 80% lead, now a deficit for Muck, and he has to be actionable. And again, grabs through the gunman. We talked about this, Falco. It's a huge part of this matchup.
Yep, but that's now that's the thing, because I don't think it's established yet, the grab it is. But the moment it is established, I think it might be very hard for Mook, because it seems like more of a game closer than a guaranteed thing to get, right?
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. I agree. I think it's an element to enable other elements, but it's not
Yeah.
the end goal.
Yeah.
And
It
these
shouldn't
grabs from Skwiirrel, on the other hand, are coming through in a huge way.
Ooh, absolutely.
Again, get up attack on the can, not working out.
Yep.
Skwiirrel ready for it every single time.
Okay, again the ooh, okay, kind of hiding it behind the gunman.
Yeah.
So now we have a bit more essence here. We combine the gunman, we combine
punish.
and big punish too again with the close to call upper here. But now let's see how Skwiirrel wants to set it up, because again, ooh, okay, kind of proactive with again the gunman
Yep.
where the can might land. So instead of kind of mashing the mouse code and pressing the B button, he's kind of playing it a bit slower, which should be the solution for Skwiirrel until Mark finds kind of a way out.
And a way out is found.
Nice.
Rising Becker. And I'm surprised that Sweet Spotted must have been just barely. But we take
Yeah.
those. Muck now setting up this camp game for the second stock. And I'm
Okay.
just, at this point, I'm just unsure who wins the camp game. Because I've seen
Same here,
Muck
yeah.
take 80% leads. I've seen Skwiirrel make the 80% comeback unanswered too. It's it's a weird little bit of interaction, and it feels like the person who uses the camp game to set up actual pressure is the one who generally wins.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the thing, because normally in the Dark Hunt matchup, who's using the can better, right? Who's kind of
Yeah.
utilizing the pressure in a more safe way. But here the can is, kind of a means to an
It's
end.
contested.
It's contested.
too.
It is contested, but like no one's really actively pushing to it,
Yep,
right? It's
yep.
just there. And yep, right here, just you gotta shield it. And now again, Mook a bit aggressive here, a bit more, kind of warning shots, I would even say. Those photos are not intended to be hit, but it's like, okay, you cannot pass here. You
Yep.
cannot pass to the platform. You cannot set up. And I like that a lot about Mook, because if we can't keep this up, then the pacing becomes a bit more attentive in a way, but attention for school indeed. Again, giving up
Barely
space.
whipping the grab.
Uh-huh.
And Muck still disrupting a lot of the camp game, but look at that, as soon as they both go aggressive, Skwiirrel with those disjoints. I mean, let's be fair, the duck is a disjoint, and that's a
It is.
huge part of what makes Duck Hunt functioning.
Okay, wait, there's the can. Oh,
50 on Muck so far.
But hey, knowing Mark, I mean, he can just put in a clean 60% all of a sudden. Like, if he combines it with a can, it's like, okay, sure, we are back at 2%. Just like this.
Stuck in
grab.
shield in these situations, not what you want to see.
But
Muck
like, ooh!
really struggling to move around and gonna lose his stock. And this game is looking worse by the minute.
Yep, it is Grim. Nice, okay. One more
this
game.
is- Yep, Skwiirrel looking very strong here. Very
Yes,
well
sir.
done by Skwiirrel.
No, I like it a lot, because now Skwiirrel,
nice jump
Skwiirrel
on the
feels
grab
more
too.
complete. It feels more expected
Yep.
in this set.
Yep, he knows how to convert off of his camp game in various ways. Whereas again, Muck, he's good within his established game plan, but he doesn't tread outside of it.
Yep, I gotcha. Kind of, how we call it the German, kind of watching above the plate, or like, above the globe, above
Yep.
the plate, and
Yep.
then seeing the depth, seeing the void, and somewhere right there is the answer. But I mean, a void indeed, because Marke he doesn't really look helpless, but he also doesn't really look dominant in a way. He's kind of falling behind, and this might be the most we can get out of him, because those games are quite long, and we might even see the end of this context, while Skwiirrel seems to have maybe 1 or 2 cards still behind his back.
And Muck has not gotten a solid hit in over a minute.
Yep.
At this point, there's not much left to do for the Dutch representative.
The dodge
It's
charge
just
are
getting
taking
worse
above.
and worse.
Okay, backhacking here. Again, small setup, but hey, at this point we already noticed that this can is more or less a bait, but that bait can still hit, and that bait will hurt. The Skwiirrel, okay, the Pigeon 2, almost a perfect setup on the platform, and now we're looking for the chase, we're looking for the hunt, but we don't even have to force it, because hey, we have the live lead, we have a stock lead, and Samus is at the brink of the death.
The brink of death indeed. 170. And I know Duck Hunt is not great at killing, but oh my god, it's
this
coming.
point, it is coming. I mean, okay, beep, beep, SOS, okay, yeah, it's time. No time for help. Yep, there it is. Setups. Oh wow.
Okay.
Raw dash attack, sure.
Well, I mean, if your opponent's that passive, you might as well make use of that. But the defensive up air,
Down there.
it's going to lead
Yep.
into a KO, and that's a 1-1 equalizer. Skwiirrel,
Good up there.
Skwiirrel really adjusted in an amazing way.
Yep, and I think it does something to Mook as well, since, hey, it is still, you didn't only just lose, you lost by, falling behind for a whole stock.
A huge margin.
A huge margin, and now there's the thing, okay, what if Mook finds a solution, but the solution might not be enough? What if there has to be more to it? And we kind of teased it in the beginning with like referencing quick, utilize the, play Smash, don't play Samus in a way. And this is very hard to kind of, discard your identity and kind of put in a new, because he cannot completely discard your identity.
Especially for Muck, who, again, is known for the game plan, like standard Samus game plan.
Sheets, yeah.
And so that's not happening here. Let's see if Muck has it in him to adapt, or if Skwiirrel is going to silently take this one home.
But
Because
I mean, he has time for that, so...
oh, are the qualifiers best of 5?
Seems they're best of 5, I didn't know.
No, it's best of 3.
Best of 3? It has to be.
It has to be best of 3. Pools is best of 3.
Who's the best of 3? Oh, thank God. I mean, yeah, sure, best of 3. No, not time to adapt. Like, we have to, play the game. Time is ticking, clock is ticking. That matchup will, be history sooner or later. But for now, we are in
Don't
the middle
tune
of it.
out. It's only one more game.
Only one more
Please,
game. Only one more.
don't leave, please.
Don't leave. It's fine. 1-1. Come on. School is kind of a fan favorite as a person. Mook is cool too. It's not
His
only the
name is
characters.
Mook.
His name is Mook. Yeah.
He's a Pokemon.
Oh, come on, man. Poison type, toxic, Love to see it.
So far, very, very back and forth for both players. 55, 59, just
Usual for small
slowly ticking up.
Smaller stage, platform layout, again, different than Pro 72, but those setups, they're still, you know, the name of the game. But hey, similar to Game 1, those cans cannot be summoned for free.
So, Falco, what do you think about the shift in stage? What do you think changed when we went to PS2?
I think for PS2 there was just much more space to work with for Skwiirrel, and it seems that Skwiirrel had a safer spot to set up the can. Because right now, Skwiirrel is always closer to the charge shot. Always. But before, the charge shot was still fired, but there was a bit more time for the can to be set up. A bit more time for Skwiirrel to shield. So it is a small difference, but keeping it as simple as it is benefits Skwiirrel a ton.
Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. So far, though, that benefit has not been as
Not here.
noticeable.
So now maybe Skwiirrel might think about kind of traversing to the platforms, maybe finding a more diagonal approach here, but the thing is what I'm surprised about. Wonderful. That's good. Honestly, you know,
No
again,
up tilt. I was expecting Muck to try to end it there.
it's a special, yeah.
You have that opportunity, you gotta make use of it. And again, we're looking at the bell curve, right? And Muck gets this big opportunity, does not make use of it. And the fact that he doesn't, it's gonna be a huge detriment because Skwiirrel gets an opportunity, he kills you.
Yeah. This is a bit new as well. I mean, again, kind of forcing Mook not into kill percent, but into percents where small hits put him into attack plays, right? You know, the 70s, the 80s, not playing the long game, and he kind of works on his weakness as well, because remember, Dakan is not good at killing, so getting kills at like 80 to 120, it's good. It's very good.
Very, very, very good.
Wait, is it there?
An air dodge, does he make that? He does not actually make that. And so a bit of a bad buffer from Skwiirrel. Muck is going to take that. And this is again a situation where the first stock is eventually taken, and the answer is near instantaneous.
Yes. And again, just pressure, you know, keeping Skwiirrel form, setting up,
Oh,
and
good
forcing him to
grab.
play Smash, yeah. And again, grab. Fundamental outplay, so
Yep.
to say it, yeah. If you get a grab, it's you did something right. And Skwiirrel's reward is, you know, again, this holy game state, which is not as holy. It's quite sinful, but hey, we're looking to see it. Still, good use of the can this time, kind of placing it in a more unorthodox way. So while Mook is kind of finding his own pace in this game, Skwiirrel is also doing that.
Skwiirrel definitely finding a lot of momentum here, but Muck, once you give him a little bit of a break, he sets up that anti-approach, that camp game again. And your mileage may vary, but so far he's been keeping up with Skwiirrel very, very well.
For sure, for sure.
Ooh, a little bit of an overcommit.
Okay. A bit too much, no charge shot access here, so Skwiirrel can go a bit wild, but that means he's gonna be in range for a throw, and ooh, speaking of throws! Mook just threw the stock away from one interaction, and
Not what you want to see when you're a Muck fan.
not at all, and again,
That's it. Hey, look, dude, one down B, one up tilt, one
Ooh,
up smash.
up smash, wait a minute.
Almost it.
Chase it
And
down, maybe?
This is what we've been seeing. These stock answers have been so fast.
Okay, ooh, wait.
Oh, he just kicked the wrong
Yeah,
person.
he edge guarded.
He got hit the dog, not the gunman.
He
What
edge
the
guarded
heck?
the gunman. That gunman was called slacking. He did
Could not recover.
That guy did not press anything. Okay.
Nice.
Ooh, okay.
Nice read on the roll
Nice.
in.
Kind of stretching the interactions. I like it. It's quite risky against Dakan, but it might be one of the solutions. Might have one of many actually. Up tilts. Nice tease.
And
Nice
there's
shot.
the kill.
Nice snipe. Okay, Mook fans, rise up.
Still in it here is Muck. 47% separating these players.
Yep.
A little
Watch out
combo
with
is
the
going
can.
to even up a bit of that. And the can not destroyed by a single charge shot there. That's going to be a bad bad situation for Muck. Now again, stuck in the shield.
Nice.
Skwiirrel for the same grab. This time Muck ready for it. Nice little adaptation. Gets the grab again. Muck now turning it up. And it's the final stock of the final game. You gotta turn it up. Maybe Muck
Especially,
saved the mix-ups for this exact
He
moment.
has to, because all of a sudden those things become the game enders, right? So he didn't really use those throws at the beginning, but all of a sudden it's like, oh, it puts him into advantage state. It puts him into down air range all of a sudden.
does.
It becomes dangerous. So Skwiirrel now having to respect it, slowing down the game while the clock is ticking. The clock is
2 minutes.
2 minutes only. It's not as much, but 100% is quite comfortable for Skwiirrel, but
Ooh, that was a huge
40%.
charge shot. Yep. Getting the hit and the can to explode on Skwiirrel, and what a swing. And we know Sam has
road.
a lot more kill power than Dakan.
a lot more kill power, yeah. Ooh, the shot going through the charge shot because he already
Oh,
tanked it. Nice. Okay.
Not getting the grab there.
But we got the jump now. What if Muck can maybe chase down the jump, maybe even proactively?
Back
but
air,
it's still dangerous, okay? Again, nice. Good mash here by Muck here. Skwiirrel still.
Nice
fighting the
air
pressure.
dodge. Drifts to center and just air dodges away. Skwiirrel a little too preemptive with the juggle, but Picks it
Important.
back up. Looks for the up airs.
Important.
Gets one. Not a KO, but
Another
the next
one.
will be. And there
Rise up.
is Skwiirrel with a close set
call,
3 game against Muck. Wins it 2-1 in quite a rough matchup for Samus. Muck showing his prowess.
Yep, and on the stage he previously lost in, and yeah, all of a sudden you might say, oh, okay, Skwiirrel found adaptation, but then it became dangerous all of a sudden. Last stock to both, but yeah,